Hi, good evening to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm back again with another cologne review for everyone. I would like to kind of continue what I was doing last time. I did a review of a fragrance from the Distillery series line, which is basically a new series of colognes that are sold at Walmart. Cheap colognes, they come in a 3.4 ounce for $10, or a like 15 mil, which I think is zero point 0.5 ounces, for $15 for the four in these little zero point 0.5 ounce bottles. For me, these are more than enough because that's just how it is for me. So last time I did New York Rye. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Today I'm going to do Tennessee Whiskey. And I'm going to choose this one today because of the four, and I think they all smell pretty damn good for how cheap they are. I think this is the one I wear the most. It is the one that is most in line with my sensibilities and what I like in colognes, and I just really enjoy this one. The notes of this are, I believe, what they list is sandalwood, vanilla, and citrus. And so in just a minute, I'll spray a little bit of this and we'll kind of break it down. One thing I will note, though, is I found it a little difficult to find these on the internet. I don't even know if you can get them on their website. You can get most of the Bellcam fragrances on their website. Those are the kind of clone or knockoff versions that they sell as well at Walmart, and you can get those easily on their website. But these I couldn't really find. So I don't know if just right now if it's something you can only find in the stores, something to keep note of. I just was simply looking for what they wrote on the box, because when you get the box for the bigger ones, it'll say what the notes are, and on this, which is basically just the package it came in, nothing special, it does not say what the notes are. So I've said before, and I will say it again, these are not AAA, A+ fragrances. They're cheap, but I thought that for the price, I thought they were pretty damn good. And again, nothing to write home about. There's nothing magnificent going on here. But they don't necessarily smell like really cheap. They don't smell like kind of cheap, crappy fragrances. Sure, that you might not really, if you have a big lineup of fragrances, you might find them to be a little lacking or something like that. But for someone like me, who's always budget conscious, I just found these to be really surprising and really good. Now, again, as I said before, these little sampler, again, if you will, they're not really samplers to me. These have a decent cap, a pretty weak sprayer, unfortunately. It does not pump out a lot of mist. And they're glass bottles. They're perfectly fine. Just the sticker on here that lists, Tennessee whiskey with the little, here we go, Tennessee. It's just cheap sticker. It's not very good. I think that the larger bottles come with like a faux leather kind of wrapping on them. Much nicer quality. You're going to have to check that out on your own. So let me do a spray real quick. And the reason I like this one is because it's kind of the winter season. And you can even smell just by the cap that this is slightly sweeter. Sweet and woody. And I really like that. I like sweeter fragrances. I like woody, kind of earthy fragrances. And so I'm trying to think, they list sandalwood, vanilla, and citrus. And of course, right off the top, you can pick those three out easily. Oh, hi. My cat just opened the door because he knows how to do that, because that's what cats know how to do. Anyways, sorry about that distraction. Right off the top, no, you certainly get a nice sandalwood. You get a lovely vanilla, and vanilla is a fragrance or a note rather, that I really love in fragrances. Sometimes it can be blended either too sweetly or it can come off as powdery. It's kind of that middle ground that I like, where it's just a nice, kind of savory almost. Savory is probably not a good word, but you know what I mean, like a baked goods kind of vanilla, something really nice. And that's certainly in here. And that citrus in the top, I can't necessarily pick out what it is. It's probably bergamot or lime, or not lime, sorry, but lemon or something like that. Very generic. It all comes together really nice. I definitely smell like maybe like cardamom or something. There are a little bit of spices in the background here, but what you're mostly going to get from this is basically vanilla and a nice wood. Maybe a teeny tiny little bit of leather, perhaps, in the background, but this is one that is distinctly masculine, I guess I would say, because of that wood, but it is nice and sweet at the top. in a baking spice sort of way without being overly sweet or feminine. Oh my goodness. So my cat's ruining everything, but I gotta roll with it. Hey, knock it off. So I don't have as much to say about this one as I kind of hoped or I did about the last one, because it does smell a bit generic to me. And I've worn this to work a couple times, and I've kind of tried to put my finger on what exactly this smells like. I think somebody said Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, but I don't really know that fragrance too much, well enough to compare. It does definitely remind me a little tiny bit of Mont Blanc Legend, because that had a woody vanilla kind of thing going on, or Jimmy Choo Man Blue definitely had a woody vanilla going on that I enjoyed that part of the fragrance. I don't like Mont Blanc Legend, but that had a lot of musk in it, and this does not. This is just a nice woody vanilla, and the citrus keeps it fresh. So just to reiterate, even though I've said it a million times, a woody vanilla with some baking spices, like cardamom and stuff, a little perhaps bit of leather in the background, and some nice well blended citruses in the top. Hi, buddy. I'm doing a review. You got to get out of here. Those citruses keep it fresh, but they're not in the forefront, so you don't have to worry about that. I think it's blended really well. I think it smells wonderful. It does not smell cheap to me at all. I think it's very at home in this kind of season, and it's certainly a fragrance that I enjoy. So that's that. Again, these sprayers are not very good. It looks okay on camera. That smells great. It looks okay on camera, but they don't really pump out a lot of mist. And the problem, as I've said before with these, is I actually find them to be quite overpowering at the beginning. Maybe not for you overpowering, but for me they are. So I think that they're very strong at the top, so I normally do 1 or 2 sprays. But the downside is that they don't last very long. They only last like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours or so, and they kind of fizzle out. That's not good. But again, cheap fragrance, what do you expect? However, again, buy the bigger fragrance if you wish, and I would assume that the sprayers would pump out more mist, and you probably would get a little bit better bang for your buck in terms of longevity. For me, it's okay. I can kind of carry these to work if I want, maybe reapply throughout the day. But I'm enjoying them a lot. I like seeing these new little cheap companies, and it's my thing. I really enjoy these cheap fragrances that really smell great. You don't have to spend a ton of money to smell great, but if you want to, by all means, So that's that. I have a couple more things coming, a couple like first impression videos for you. I have 2 more fragrances in this line to review for you, and we'll see what we can do. Again, I've been busy with work, so thank you for sticking with me. I know I haven't been uploading as much as I have been in the past, but that's how it goes. And so really quickly, I just wanted to say what I've been wearing lately. I've been wearing a lot of this classic match from Belcam, which is a Obsession clone. And this one is just really good. I really enjoy it. I actually only do 1 spray, and I've been finding more and more as I've been wearing these that the performance is better than I initially thought. This one on 1 spray lasts me the whole workday completely fine. And then I also have been wearing Volatile by Belcam, which is their Spice Bomb clone. Victor and Rolf, I think, makes that. And this one smells great. And 2 sprays with this on either side of the neck lasts me all day, no problem. Better than I initially thought, because I've been working longer hours, and I found when I come home and it's later at night, it's lasting even after I, get situated at home and start hanging out. I can still smell it on me. So those are really good. That's all for now. Like I said, I have some more stuff coming. I hope you keep tuned and you're all still here. I know it's not been as frequent, but yeah. Anyways, have a great day. Let me know what you've been wearing, and peace out.